guess to start out, what have the last couple months been like for you? What was it like hearing the Saban announcement and then kind of through your decision to stay with Alabama?
It's been wild, committing to Alabama, Saban is everything. That's why a lot of us came here. And to be in that room when he announced his retirement, that 120 guys that was in there, it was wild. But, just like anything, the college football world, people are moving around. You commit to the school, not the people. So I think the guys that we have here, the guys that stayed, did a really good job adapting to kind of new faces, new people, and I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to get this team together and, see what we got, lay it out there.
Do you feel like for those of you that stayed and even the new people coming in, it's really important to y'all to kind of maybe not set a new standard because there already is an Alabama standard, but kind of get this new era started?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like more of a leadership role, especially the guys that stayed. We got to take on a new role of leadership because, if you got guys coming in that committed maybe to different coaches, maybe to different things going on, and it's really more vital for the older guys, the seniors, upperclassmen, to really lay it on the line and show the younger guys that, hey, we're Alabama, this is what we do. It doesn't matter who's here. Like, this is what we do.
So with the new coaches, obviously DeBoer is more of an offensive-minded coach. Saban was more defense. Kind of what's it like for you as an offensive guy to have a head coach that's more involved with the offense now?
It's a little different, Coach DeBoer is always down there kind of keeping an eye on the offense. Traditionally, Saban would be 2 or 3 fields over yelling at the DBs. But, when you got an extra set of eyes over there, it just makes you want to try that much harder. So, I like it.
The guys from Washington that came over on offense, especially Josh Cuevas in the tight end room, how's it kind of helped having them maybe know the system a little bit and help y'all, like, acclimate
Oh, it's definitely helped, especially in the tight end room with Josh. Kind of been there, done that. Anytime we have a question about whether it could be like signals or like footwork in a certain scheme, whatever we're doing, just, hey, having a guy that you can ask with experience. He's been taught that before. So, and then adding Josh to the tight end room, that's very versatile already, adding another hand. I feel like the tight end room is the most complete position group on the team, and I feel like adding Josh to that group just makes us that much better.
What are some of the things that are being asked of you guys now in the DeBoer offense from Washington as opposed to what you guys are doing this year?
DeBoer's a lot different from Coach Saban. He's not a kind of in-your-face, yell-at-you type of guy, but he's got his own ways of motivating the boys, which I like as well. But he's really got his own way of running things and his way of delegating it to the leadership on the team. So it's very important for us upperclassmen to understand what he's coaching, understand what he's saying, and then teaching the younger guys, like, hey, this is how we're going to be doing things.
Is that an expectation you take on kind of being an upperclassman of not necessarily trying to say, oh, this is how we did it last year, but trying to, mold those two together, however they kind of need to look for you guys? So, is there an expectation you have being kind of an upperclassman on the team that can kind of bring in some of what you guys were doing last year to kind of make it match or mesh in with what the new coaches are bringing in?
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like I was saying, college football, people are moving around a lot. It's the nature of the job. But the leadership that we have here, the core of the team, like, we're here to tell the younger guys, like, hey, we're Alabama, this is what we do. Like, it doesn't matter who's coaching us, it doesn't matter who's on the sideline. Like, this is how we're going to do things, this is how we're going to play football.
How do you kind of...
How do you appreciate, I guess, the big word, the concept of tight end under Coach DeBoer?
Tight end, under Coach DeBoer, it's a very demanding position. I'd say second to the quarterback. We got to know the most on offense because we're included in the run game, the pass game, whatever it is. So you got to be smart, but at the same time, you got to be physical. You got to be willing to put your body on the line. So I love playing tight end on him.
Where do you kind of see your role in this offense? You've done a little bit of like H-back, more tight. Like when we talked to the defensive players earlier this week, Latham was saying he's more hybrid now compared to under Saban. Kind of how do you see your role in this offense now?
I tell people all the time, whatever the team wants me to do, I'll do it. Traditionally, I have been a little bit better as a blocker, just with my build, my frame, my background. But, whatever they want me to do, I'm very capable of receiving the ball. I'll do whatever they need me to.
Coach Ellis was an offensive coordinator, and yet he chose to come to Alabama to take I don't want to say a lower position, but a different position than being an OC. Just what does his experience bring to that room, and how is he helping you guys develop?
It's been a little bit different, having a guy that was an OC before coming to coach tight ends. He's really kind of showed us a bigger picture in the tight end room, especially when we're talking about route concepts and what have you. He'll show us why we're doing it, the big picture, what other positions we're affecting on the field, which is good to know, because a lot of the times you get into a question why are we doing this? Why are we putting our hands right here? Why are we have to get this depth in our route? But when we know the whole landscape of things, who else we're affecting, it makes that more important.
Is that making it easier to understand the scheme, and are you guys starting to grasp that scheme a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thank you.